Fix it. Alright, got it. Unstoppable. Throw it back, 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 throw it back. In the game I'm running last, running last, running last, running last, running last, running last, running last. Fix it.
Yo, what's up YouTube? This is your boy Don't Look Alive back in the building with another banger, you know what I'm saying, bro? So like today I just want to do like a comparison of like commuting, like how people be commuting, the vibes and stuff. So I'm gonna be taking a taxi and I'm gonna be taking the Uber XL matter, bro. So I need to go and find a taxi, you know what I'm saying, bro? So I might be going to Merebank again to go find a taxi, but like, I just need to find a taxi. Then I pay the little bit of amount, and then after that I'm gonna get an Uber XL to compare the prices and the experience and how much space do people actually get. So is riding a taxi better? Is riding an Uber better? We need to find out in this video, bro. Stay tuned. Let's go.
So we're here in the taxi. So this is the first mode of transport that you can get out here in Durban. There is quite a little bit of space out here, you know what I'm saying? So if you look like behind you, if you're traveling with like a whole group of friends, then it shouldn't be something that's like really a problem, you know? And they got a lot of nice features. The music is very loud in these taxis. So what I'm happy about is like the leg room, you know, so you can actually like put your legs, you know, and like for me, like I'm like 5'2", 5'3", so you do get a lot of leg room, you know what I'm saying, for like what you're paying for. It's very affordable. It's about like 7 rand to go from whichever area you're in to another area. So yeah, this is like how the taxi is, but I'm gonna show you more features about like what happens in these taxis and like how people actually are able to commute and stuff like that. So they actually got like speakers throughout the taxi. They got like a lot of speakers over here. Explicit, you know, no smoking obviously in the taxi because I people don't smoke. And they do give you a handle, you know, in case like of an emergency and you need to hold on to something. And then you get a window where you can open and actually like, you know, open and like go outside. So this is the leg room that I was talking about, you know. It's quite a lot, and they got like some structures over here by the bottom, and like yeah, so the seat doesn't go back, but they do give you a seat belt. They do give you a seat belt. In a very rare case, if I had to be sitting alone, I could have so much space to actually like lean back and like fall asleep in this taxi. But it's not, most of the time it's not the case. You'll find that there will be someone sitting next to you. If you look next to me, there's like, I'm at a taxi rank right now, and there's like 3 to 4 taxis that are here in this area. They even got like a sunroof, you know. So yeah.
So this was the taxi that I was in. It was looking very nice, dog. This is a very dope ass taxi, you know what I'm saying? So we got the door right here. You pull that forward, you pull it back, you can do what you wanna do, you know the vibes. And then like if you look, you know what I'm saying, we got like the place where the door is holding onto for it to roll. We can see like it's very easy to push, doesn't require much effort. You cannot be going to the gym, you can just be a lazy dude and still do it, you know what I'm saying, just do it. Then if you go to the front seat, there's so much space, you know what I'm saying, bro. You can sit with the driver, chill out, listen to the music, vibe out, whatever you want to do. And then if you go to the back of the taxi, there's literally like a sign saying 15 passengers max, emergency exit right there if you want to jump out, if your ex pulls up in the taxi, haha. And then this was my favorite spot when I was like going to school with taxis, you know, I would just sit on the floor because I was antisocial. I didn't want to sit with nobody, you know what I'm saying? I would sit right there. It was nice. It was cool. Then so much space in the back. You can literally sleep if there is no one there with you. It's very comfortable. Then if you have to sit in the front of the taxi, they got like the dice game going on. You know what I'm saying? You can chill with the driver, hit a side bed. You know what I'm saying? Then they got a cup holder right there. You can put a drink. You can put whatever you want to put. You can have a drink. The driver can't drink, obviously. Then while I was waiting for the taxi to go, I was just looking outside, and then I think I saw a Ferrari, or like, you know what I'm saying. So I was just chilling, waiting for us to go. It didn't take so long because the guy saw I was recording a video, so he wanted to go as soon as possible to show that he's really serious. So we took off. It's us moving right here. So we left the taxi rank. There was like 5 more taxis in the taxi rank, which is kind of cool because it showed that they were organized. So I was really happy to be in this taxi, doing this vlog. I'm saying, really excited. No one was next to me. I was sitting alone. There was some music playing, but I didn't really care about the music. And then we drove past the taxi rank. I saw one of my homeboys. There's it right there. One of my homeboys, you know what I'm saying? There's it there. But anyways, the taxi kept going. You had to jump off, and then they open the door for you, and then they close the door for you, which really shows that, I'm saying, customer service is there. They respect the customers. So this was like the cheapest mode of transport you can get without you know what I'm saying? So catch me on the next part, you know what I'm saying, when we go to the Uber, and then later in this video we'll be doing the most expensive mode of transport. Let's go.
So the taxi dropped me off, and then I'm saying the taxi was very dope, very good experience. So after I jumped off, I was just talking to the camera, and like I called Mo to come pick me up. So in the meantime, I just grabbed a snack. So anyways, just to dumb it down, that was the taxi experience, and I know you guys are waiting for the Uber. So let's go for the Uber XL. Let's go.
So this is like part 2. I'm out here like still in Merebank, you know what I'm saying, bro. So you saw the first part, we were doing the taxi, and now we got a Uber, you know what I'm saying, bro. So this is the mode of transportation, you know what I'm saying, bro. If you have to go from taxi to Uber, the Uber is a little bit more costly, so you're looking at about like 60-70 bucks, you know what I'm saying, bro. So yeah, it's a reasonable price, you know what I'm saying, bro. And if you have to book an Uber, it's like way more private as compared to like the taxi, you know what I'm saying, bro. So you get like a personal driver, you know what I'm saying, bro. Shout out to Mo, you know what I'm saying, bro. So like this is the guy that I called out here to be like, I need to get to A to Z. As you can see, there's a whole lot of space in the back. This is like a 7-6-seater. 7-seater, you know what I'm saying, bro. So for like a little bit more than a taxi, you're paying for a 7-seater. You and your homies, or you wanna be alone, or you wanna, like, you know what I'm saying, do whatever. If you like around in the area, this is like Bluff, Durban, you know what I'm saying, bro. Merebank, Meerwyn, Twinwood vibes. You can call my homie Mo, you know what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. Drop your tens, my nigga, you know what I'm saying.
064-068-8368.
Yes, sir. This is my OG right here. But anyway, anytime I wanna go anywhere, bro, you know I got my nigga right here. You know what I'm saying.
So I went on to have a chat with Mo. Shout out to Mo. You know what I'm saying, bro. This nigga was very accommodating. But like, I was so happy to show you guys the interior of like the Uber XL that I had booked. It was very dope. So here we got the interior. The back seat, so they got like 3 rows of seats, the driver, the passengers, and like 2 for the passengers right there. You can even lift up your seat and people can go in the back, easy to go in. And then yeah, I'm gonna show you guys later in the video like how it is for me when I go in, like,
So this is how I would be sitting if I had to like come to the back and sit in the back, you know what I'm saying. I can even like lie down if I want to lie down. I can chill out. There's so much space. Let me show you guys the leg room off the back of here. It's quite a lot of leg room over here, like I can't even complain. I'm like 5'3", as I said, and it's too much like leg room, This is how I could be sitting. So as you can see, my legs are like barely even touching the other seats. I'm quite comfortable, can't even complain. So yeah, this is a very dope experience. Yeah,
the airbag rules are very clear, and you know what I'm saying, in the Uber you can see it very clearly. It is right there. Then in the Uber you got like a lot of cup holders. You got one there, you got one there behind the driver, and then you got one next to the driver on the passenger side, and then you get your own window. You can just roll it down and up to your comfortability and your preference. And just like the taxi, we've got dices. I don't know what it is with these dices, but people like the dices, you know what I'm saying, bro. Shout out Mo. We got the M over there for Mo. Shout out Mo. And you got Garfield, man, you know what I'm saying. And then you got the USB port. You can even charge your phone. Like, you know what I'm saying, if your phone's dead, you can charge your phone. Yeah. You can even adjust the air conditioning to like your preference, how hot you want it. Then you can get the radio. The best part about this is that you can connect with Bluetooth, you know, so you can actually play your own music. So you're playing Baby Kim and Kendrick. You know me, I like Kendrick. That's just me vibing to Kendrick, bro. Shout out Mo, dog. So this nigga gives you the full experience. You know what I'm saying? You can actually connect and play your own music, bro. I was just vibing to Kendrick, bro, because like with the beef and Drake and Kendrick, I wanted Kendrick to win, so he won anyways. But anyways, we took off. You know what I'm saying, bro? I was just chatting to Mo. I asked him about his experience about driving in South Africa, and he told me a lot of stuff that was happening. You know what I'm saying, bro? So most of the time the experience in South Africa being an Uber driver, you're not gonna get a positive experience because like people just wanna take advantage and like do a lot of these bad things, you know what I'm saying, bro? So Mom was just explaining to me about like some of the things that have happened, you know what I'm saying, in the past. But you know what I'm saying, bro, this life you live and you learn. And then yeah, so the drive was very dope, you know what I'm saying, bro. I was chilling in the back because I wanted to show you guys the amount of space and the amount of comfortability you would get if you had to book a Uber alone, especially if you're just going to a close distance. But even if you have to book it with friends, all this space is yours, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have to worry about people that you don't know sitting next to you. You can leave your bag wherever you want to leave your bag. There was even a customer that left an item in the car, but like Mo kept it for them and waited for the customer to call so he can actually return the item. You know what I'm saying, bro? So shout out to Mo. This was the seatbelts experience that I was getting here. They give you your own personal seatbelt as well, just like the taxi, but this one here is already put up and easy for you to put on. Yeah, so like it reminds me of the taxi. So like I just saw it on the side. So as the trip went on, I just spoke with Mo and we're just having a little conversation. You know what I'm saying, bro? Later in this video, he's gonna explain to us some of the things that have happened. You know what I'm saying, with like him being a driver in South Africa. And before that, I just want to clarify like how much better an experience you will get with an Uber, because when you book a Uber actually with Mo or any other Uber, you can actually put the specific address that you want to go to and they will drop you off right over there by the address. You know what I'm saying? In opposed to a taxi where they'll just drop you off to the nearest checkpoint and then you have to walk the remaining distance.
If you don't mind me asking, bro, what's the most craziest experience that you've had with like driving Uber? And
You get very extremely bad people in this world also, but you just gotta cope with them and you gotta deal with them every situation that comes to you. So the most worst experience I could have, I was pulled out with a knife. He came to stab me and had me by my throat.
So no cap, Mo went on to tell me about like the whole experience about Durban and being an Uber driver in Durban. At some point there was even people that booked the Uber, told him to drop them off at their house, and after they went to the house they didn't even come out to pay the money. And he told me about so many experiences, maybe close to 2 near-death experiences that he had gone through with people trying to steal his car. But you know, in reality, these are just people that don't want to work hard for their own things. So I had arrived in Bluff and it was very nice. You know what I'm saying? Bluff is a very good location. So it was time to take out the money to pay Mo. Let's go. You know what I'm saying, bro? I was just happy to pay my nigga and not run. So this was the location that I was at after the Uber ride, you know what I'm saying, bro? So we had pulled up. I was about to have a meal with some of my homeboys, you know what I'm saying, bro? Shout out to Eagle Eye, you know. So we had pulled up to TFC, you know what I'm saying, bro? But this was in Musgrave. After the Bluff ride, we had gone to Musgrave, you know what I'm saying? And TFC was like located near all of these cool places. I had to see so many cool things. They had games, they had so much stuff that I couldn't even record all of them because we were such in a rush. Anyways, this was the meal that we had. This was a tender chicken with chips, you know what I'm saying, bro? Dipped with honey, dipped with like mayonnaise. After the meal I was so full and so nice, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like this was one of the best meals I had the whole week. So I really took my time, you know what I'm saying, bro? But like anyways, we had finished the meal and it was time to go home. and Tinashe was like telling me to put more energy because I wasn't looking like I'm having fun, you know what I'm saying? So it was time to leave the place. But anyways, thank you for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, bro. Make sure you tune into the next video and the next clip, you know what I'm saying?